So I'm back. Hi guys, welcome back to another Tower Heroes video. Yeah, it's been quite some time. I wanted to make a ton of videos on the new update while it came out, but I was on a trip to Yosemite, which is like it's a national park in California. It's a really pretty place. Saw a lot of good, cool things. But yeah, I'm back, and I'm ready to upload again. If you guys have been keeping up with my community posts, you guys would have seen that already. But yeah. So, there is a new map. There is a new skin. I cannot afford the new character yet because I just got back. Which I will be making a review on like the other characters, but that's not what we're talking about today. Today we're going to be talking about the new, or really not new, more secretive character that was added into the Sandbox mode. So, here, I'm gonna like hop into Sandbox mode, I'll be right back. So there's something extremely weird that you can do in Sandbox mode. Some of you that don't have Sandbox mode, you probably won't know, but you can spawn enemies on demand. Like if you want to start spawning a ton of Slime Kings, you can. You just go to settings and you click spawn mob. But someone was experimenting with the new enemies and noticed something really weird. I think it was like Pigeon King, I'm not totally sure. I'll have to go like check, but hold on, I'll show you. So if we look in the spawn mob section and to do skeleton, you'll notice these two other characters that you can't really see anywhere else in the game. Now the first one is called the Skeleton Rogue, and it's pretty strong, so I'm gonna like max branch real quick, and I'm gonna spawn it, and it looks like this. That's a really cool design. Oh wait, probably shouldn't. It's a really cool design, and it seems to move in a normal fashion, but as its mobility, it like spins around and attacks enemies to get faster. I don't think it like actually increases base speed, it just kind of goes a little faster. Now you might be wondering, where is this enemy in the game? Well, it's nowhere in the game. Like, in any of the Skeleton King maps, there's nothing there. Skeleton Rogue isn't actually seen in any of the modes, and this is because it's supposedly one of the new enemies that's supposed to come out. Now, it could just be a test enemy to like check out the animation or more attacking-based characters, but I don't think that's that. Me and a lot of other people have been speculating that it's actually for something a little bit bigger. A possible new map, possible rework, or even just like a weekly challenge. Now let's get out of the obvious. Canyon Calamity, nobody remembers that map. It's a very like unknown map, and a lot of people just kind of skip by it when they play the game because it's just not that known. Same with like most of the other Slime King or Skeleton King maps. This one just isn't like crazy known. So like people's first ideas were that this would be a new enemy for a possible Skeleton King, Volcano Valley, or say Canyon Calamity rework. But I believe it's Canyon Calamity, considering that Volcano Valley was like a map made exclusively for Slime King. So yeah. You'll also notice that there's a dark variant too. So there are a lot of possibilities that could be here for. This one has more health, and it doesn't really do much other than just go faster, and its mobility moves a lot better. They don't have any death animations either, so shame, but like it's pretty cool. There's a few things that this could possibly be for, and a lot of people were speculating what it could be for. The first most obvious option would probably be the Volcano Valley or Canyon Calamity rework, but we could see Canyon Calamity getting one more as it's much needed. Like, Volcano Valley is like a known map. It's like used a ton in weekly challenges, all kinds of stuff. Canyon Calamity just kind of exists, to be honest. And I feel like it desperately needs a rework, and it's probably going to get one in the future. These enemies could have been tests for it, and they might have forgot to exit the Sandbox mode. This map could also host the Impuic Mimic. Impuic Mimic. But I believe that's just going to be incorporate like the Spookener Mimic. The second idea that a lot of people were having was that it's going to be for the possible second return of the weekly challenge known as Turn Up the Heat. Now, for those of you who don't know what Turn Up the Heat is, it was an extremely difficult challenge released way back last year, and it gave you a skin known as Skull Spectre, which I'll put up on screen if I can get it, but if I can't, then... Basically, it was so difficult to the point where, like, a ton of people, like, it was very difficult. There's only over one strategy that was found out, and it required a lot of timing. With the reworks, it might not work as well. But considering how much the map relied on, like, say, skeletons, like, this is where the Flame Ghost comes from. Skull Ghost. Yeah, these things right here. These things came from the challenge. And there definitely are skeletons in the map. This was like one of the basic enemies. It's like put on you like round 5. That's just a general understanding of how hard this challenge was. Like you'd have to max it out at wave 5. So like wave 4, you can't even kill it on like level 4 Skull Ghost. I presume that if it's going to be added back, which was confirmed by Smelly, if they were going to add it back, we could definitely be expecting the rogue skeletons to be added back. Like, it would make sense. They fit the map pretty well, and it would be a pretty cool idea. And it's almost been an entire year, so it would be like a good, like, callback. Skeleton rogues are generally pretty strong, and it looks like they're gonna be like early wave enemies. So yeah, and the dark one seems even stronger. That would be like kind of a pain to like try to kill, especially in like mass waves. Yeah. But yeah, we could definitely be expecting like another variant of Turn Up the Heat. This time it would be definitely like dumbed down a bit, but also have like more enemies, I guess, like the skeleton rogues. Or it could just be an entirely new map, because there's been a lot of community maps. But I definitely wouldn't like anticipate one so soon. I personally believe the one with the Turn Up the Heat is more likely. Like the map, it's like the challenge itself is like relating around skeletons. Of course they're gonna add skeletons back. And Canyon Calamity doesn't seem like a map that would have a lot of skeletons. Like the only types were the Skeleton King maps. There's no more skeletons other than, there's no more skeletons in other maps. But I see if they would make a rework, they would definitely add different types of enemies. Like possibly more like sand creatures, like in the desert map, I forgot its name. But yeah. Let me know what your thoughts are on this new enemy, because it's pretty weird to see this happen. Like, there's only one other test. It's called the Blast-Stitch Brawler Test. And it was used to test Blast-Tech Brawler's animations, because they were exclusive. It's pretty weird. I don't understand anything else. There's no more test enemies. This and the 2 rogues are the only 3 that aren't in the game right now. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on the rogue skeletons. What do you think they'll be for? I personally believe the challenge theory. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. If I see a really good suggestion, I'll pin it. Maybe, I don't know. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye!